Alright, so, big day today.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers concert.
Pretty much. Yeah.
A lot more events than we planned on.
Yeah, it was.
Good day all in all, I'd say.
Of course, yeah. The concert was awesome, you know.
Yeah.
It was a good adventure.
But let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, might as well.
So we left and we were going to Saskatoon and run away to Regina, and we decided that at every semi we would, you know, do the old get people to honk and wave, see what we could get. Kept a tally
Yeah.
on this on one of my balance sheets. Really, results are yet to come.
Yes, we were very successful.
And so then we got to Regina. We ran into some trouble as we missed our turn. So we traveled a fair bit of the city trying to find how to get back out. And then when we were out of the city, we decided we're not going to take the turn to go to Saskatoon. We're going to go to Melbourne. So then we got this ditch full of mud. We decided to crawl out of it and then turn back.
And then I decided to give us some wrong directions and send us back into the city.
Messy affair, really.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. You know,
And then, so finally we were on our way, and right as we got to the city, we were having a lot of bad luck with getting semi-drivers to honk or wave, and just kind of bringing us down.
very depressing.
It was. But then we got this one car that zoomed by, and we decided that we were going to write chili peppers on a, what was it called?
Styrofoam. Yeah, styrofoam container.
Whatever
lid.
they're. So we wrote that on chili peppers with question mark, and then on the other side we put "Suck My Kiss." And then so we put it up against the window, and these people were driving by real fast, and then we got a thumbs up, you know, and we were really excited.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, they're going. Like,
Yeah.
come on. What's more exciting?
so then we decided that we'd make a tally of how many people were going by asking with the styrofoam thing. So we got 11 yeses, I do believe, of people who were going all the way up to Saskatoon. So it was pretty successful. And then so, Saskatoon.
It was rather distracting to me as well because I was kind of
Just
swerved.
kind of blur into other people.
That's neither here nor there.
Then we got into the city. We actually had a pretty good drive. We got to generally is fine.
Like, no problems.
We actually we did hit the bumper on the.
Oh, I hit the cement thing like you park at.
Yeah, it just.
My bumper was,
That's
it was
fine.
awful. I
That's
think it
funny.
snapped, but
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
It's neither here nor
Neither
there
here
either. Here nor there. So then we decided to go to the concert because, well,
it would be a good
it'd
time.
be a good time. And then we got there and it sure was a good
It
time.
was awesome.
It was a pretty good part of the evening, I have to say.
Yeah, I think so.
There
There was lots of weed being smoked around us. Yeah,
So,
it was very
so
but
we're
very
not,
rowdy. That's what a concert is.
we're not sure if the effects went off on us or what, but then we got outside and we were waiting, and finally our ride shows up. So then we get in, and this is kind of where all the events of our night start.
See, we're just simply get in the car.
And then we're coming out, and then there's these people beside us, two males.
We're trying to get into the lane in front of us. Our age, probably peers.
Yeah, a
peers,
little older,
yeah.
20s.
Yeah.
So then they,
Not bad looking.
one was bald.
But they were still a good time.
Yeah. They were laughing at us, and we didn't know why, you know, like maybe they were on something. They had been around the scene a little too long as well, and
But I think they thought it was pretty funny that.
they were gonna edge in on us because they had a little standard.
But then, after all, they let us in.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I was giving them some of these, you know, just to like wash out.
And then we turned around and, stared at them like this
through
on the windowsill,
the windshield,
and waved at them and
gave them hearts.
yeah,
And said goodbye. And then as we were leaving, another thing happened earlier in the day. We missed our exit.
Not before these other guys in this car pulled up beside us and were like pointing at us and saying, "Which one of us do you want?" and just being very confusing, basically. Pretty rude and
It wasn't that rude.
wasn't not rude,
kinda-
but distracting.
Yeah,
not
and
very.
It's a good thing. And then our driver missed the exit.
We're not going to say who the driver was.
No,
but
that's
our
not what
driver
she
missed
missed
the
the exit.
driver missed the exit.
So then we're in this part of town, that was an industrial part, and it didn't have any
Convenience.
convenience stores for me
Really
to get
nothing.
some orange juice. It really was just semi-trucks. So then we decided that we'd well, we found some cops were going around. So
They were started driving around.
we decided to stop, and maybe they came over and they pulled us over.
We asked for directions.
Yeah.
They
Gotta get
had to
checked.
put their lights on. Yeah. Their lights were. We were pulled over, but the great thing, this young cop really liked the chili pepper, so he was asking us about the concert.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
He
He
was a
seemed
good
like the
time.
partying type. He's kind of bald. He's old and bad.
He wished he could have
very
been
young.
there.
Yeah.
he was.
So that was a great chat. Really,
And
it was a
then
good
they
time.
gave us wrong directions. So
Pretty much really wrong.
They
Really
were
wrong. Yeah,
completely
very
off.
wrong.
So then we were driving, and all of a sudden, our driver.
Not to mention in the wrong way. Thanks to you, officer.
Thanks,
But we
you,
like
officer.
you. We do like you.
Well, then our driver started freaking out and was like, "Oh no, car!" Yelling at our car. And we're like,
And we
"What's
thought
going
we
on?"
were like, hey,
Yeah,
what's
like,
wrong?
Maybe the battery's
car.
stalling.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't make sense, but
Battery stall? I've never heard of that, but maybe it's a possibility.
it's. I meant to say the car stalls.
Yeah. Maybe it's
It's just-
possible. I'm just saying. All of a sudden, the lights on the dashboard went out, and we aren't moving anymore.
No.
Not even
We're
inching
stuck
away.
beside, what was it, Yankees truck stop? Something
This was 12:30
Probably like
probably.
Yeah, 12:30.
And I really had to pee.
In the middle of nowhere with this creepy van who drove by 5 times.
There's lots of vehicles that went by numerous times. I think
Yeah.
they were lost
So
too.
I'm
I'm just saying.
Maybe. And
Except
then,
for that one guy, he was definitely a creep.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, and then so I had to pee, so I went by these trees because
And then
there's a lot of them.
we found some street names that we were actually at, and we called a person to come pick us up. The
Yeah.
driver. Yeah.
Every person.
And
This wasn't the driver.
no, and then we called a tow truck, and they came too. And now we're here telling you the story.
And that's not the driver. Right over there. This right
We
here.
don't want to see
This is not the driver.
the driver.
Pretty sure.
Do you have